Your life is your most valuable asset. Guard it carefully by choosing wisely who you invest your time and energy in. Many people underestimate the power of their own time and emotions. Time is a currency that once spent can never be recovered. When you give your time, your trust, and your energy to someone, you are essentially making an investment. And just like any financial investment, if you put your resources in the wrong place, you will lose. You will lose more than money. You will lose peace, purpose, and progress. You must understand that not everyone who crosses your path is meant to stay. Not everyone who seeks your attention deserves a place in your life. Some people come to test you, some to teach you, and others simply to distract you from your destiny. The critical question is, are you investing yourself in those who add value or those who drain your strength? You have to recognize that your potential is directly linked to the company you keep. People influence your mindset, your habits, your behavior, and ultimately your success or failure. The wrong people do not just waste your time, they poison your mind with negativity, doubt, and distraction. You can spend years trying to build yourself up, but a single relationship with the wrong person can bring you down faster than you can rebuild. The mistake many make is believing that all relationships must be preserved. That loyalty means holding on regardless of the cost. True loyalty is not blind. It honors your growth, protects your dreams, and respects your boundaries. When you invest yourself in people who do not share your values or vision, you are essentially sabotaging your own future. Think about it. Who are you allowing to influence your decisions? Who is in your inner circle? Are these people pushing you forward or pulling you backward? When you invest your emotions, your trust, your dreams in the wrong people, it's like planting seeds in barren soil. No matter how much effort you put in, nothing fruitful will grow. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to let go, to walk away, to refuse to continue investing in relationships that are not serving your purpose. But that is a necessary step toward freedom. It's the process of clearing out the dead weight to make space for those who will uplift you and challenge you to be better. The wrong people often come disguised as friends, mentors, or even family. Their intentions may not always be clear at first. They may drain your resources by demanding too much without giving anything in return. They may bring drama, distraction, and discouragement into your life. They may criticize your dreams or belittle your ambitions. If you do not establish clear boundaries, you will find yourself constantly fighting battles that you did not ask for. Remember, your energy is precious, and it deserves to be protected like the treasure it is. When you say yes to the wrong people, you say no to your own growth, your own peace, your own future. It's essential to become a master of discernment. Learn to recognize who genuinely supports you and who merely uses you. Look for those who celebrate your victories without jealousy, who encourage your growth without fear, and who challenge you to become your best self without competition. Genuine relationships are a two-way street. They are not one-sided investments where you give all and receive nothing back. The people worth your investment will respect your time, encourage your dreams, and contribute to your journey. They will not leave you drained but energized. They will add to your life, not subtract from it. Sometimes, letting go of the wrong people is not just about saving yourself, but about creating space for the right ones. The universe has a way of sending the right people to your life once you clear out the wrong ones. When you protect your heart and your time, you signal to the world that you value yourself and your destiny. You become a magnet for those who align with your purpose, vision, and values. But this requires courage. The courage to say no, the courage to walk away, and the courage to stand firm in your worth. It requires the wisdom to know that not all relationships are forever, and that some are meant to be temporary for your growth. Investing yourself in the wrong people is one of the greatest thieves of success and peace. It's a slow poison that eats away at your confidence and clouds your judgment. That is why it's not enough to simply choose people by proximity or familiarity. You must choose intentionally with purpose and clarity. Ask yourself, are the people around me helping me become who I am meant to be? Are they lifting me higher or holding me down? Are they filling me with hope and strength or draining me with negativity and doubt? The answers to these questions will determine the trajectory of your life. Your time, your emotions, your energy, these are not unlimited resources. Be wise about who you allow into your sacred space. Be vigilant against those who do not have your best interest at heart. Protect your peace as fiercely as you protect your dreams. The investment you make in people should yield growth, joy, and progress, not regret, pain, and stagnation. When you learn to guard yourself against the wrong investments in people, you open the door for a life filled with meaningful connections, fruitful partnerships, and unstoppable momentum toward your purpose. Not everyone who wants a seat at your table deserves a place in your destiny. This is a truth many fail to understand because we often confuse proximity with purpose. Just because someone is close to you or wants to be close does not mean they are meant to journey with you toward your future. The table represents more than a place to sit. It symbolizes your vision, your goals, your dreams, and the path you are destined to walk. Your destiny is sacred, and it requires careful stewardship. Allowing just anyone to claim a seat without discernment can derail your progress and distract you from your calling. You see, many people will seek your attention, your influence, or your resources, but they do so not because they want to grow with you, but because they want to benefit from you. They want a front row seat to your success without contributing anything meaningful in return. These are the people who bring drama, doubt, and division. They do not come with the spirit of partnership. They come with the spirit of entitlement. And if you are not careful, you will waste precious energy trying to satisfy their demands, when that energy should be invested in building your legacy. When you allow the wrong people to sit at your table, they begin to influence decisions, dilute your vision, and disrupt your focus. Your table should be reserved for those who share your values and align with your purpose, those who respect your journey and encourage your growth. This is not about exclusivity for the sake of pride. It is about protecting the integrity of your destiny. Every person you allow into your inner circle should be someone who enhances your vision, not hinders it. Your destiny is too important to be compromised by people who don't understand it, appreciate it, or support it. When you keep your table open to everyone, you risk chaos, confusion, and compromise. But when you are intentional about who you invite in, you create an environment where dreams can flourish and success becomes inevitable. This means having the courage to say no to those who do not belong, even if it feels uncomfortable. It means setting clear boundaries and not allowing pressure or guilt to force you into decisions that threaten your future. It's vital to remember that your destiny is unique. It requires a specific kind of energy, a particular mindset, and a strong foundation. Not everyone can contribute to building that foundation. Some may even try to tear it down, whether out of envy, misunderstanding, or selfishness. You must be wise to recognize these signs early and not be swayed by familiarity or obligation. Protecting your destiny means choosing your companions carefully, those who bring wisdom, encouragement, and a shared vision. At the same time, understand that the right people will not demand a seat. They will earn their place by demonstrating loyalty, trust, and a genuine desire to see you succeed. They will stand with you in challenges, celebrate with you in victories, and respect you in all seasons. Your destiny is a sacred journey, and only those who are committed to walking that path with integrity deserve to be part of it. Ultimately, the seat at your table is not just a physical space. It is a position of influence in your life. Be vigilant about who you allow into that space, because they will shape your decisions, your mindset, and your outcomes. When you place the wrong people at your table, you invite distractions and delays. But when you choose wisely, you surround yourself with a team that propels you forward, fuels your passion, and aligns with the greatness that you are destined to achieve. Remember, not everyone who wants a seat deserves a place in your destiny, so choose carefully. Investing in the wrong people will drain your resources, steal your joy, and delay your progress. This is a reality that many fail to see until they have already paid the price. When you invest yourself, whether it's your time, your emotions, your finances, or your energy in the wrong people, you are essentially pouring from a well that will never be replenished. These individuals take without giving back, demand without appreciating, and drain without refilling. The cost is often invisible at first, but over time the impact becomes undeniable. Your resources are precious. They are meant to build your dreams, not to feed the chaos and selfishness of others. When you give your attention and support to people who do not value or reciprocate, you deplete your strength. You find yourself exhausted, frustrated, and discouraged. Your joy, which should be the fuel that propels you forward, begins to fade. You start questioning your worth, your decisions, and your purpose. This kind of investment leads to emotional bankruptcy, a place where your heart is tired, your spirit is weak, and your vision becomes blurry. Moreover, investing in the wrong people delays your progress. Progress requires focus, consistency, and momentum. When your energy is diverted toward people who do not contribute positively to your life, your forward movement slows down. You get stuck in cycles of negativity, drama, and distraction. Instead of moving toward your goals, you find yourself constantly putting out fires, fixing problems that shouldn't be yours, or just trying to survive emotionally. Every moment spent trying to maintain unhealthy relationships is a moment lost from building your future. The painful truth is that not everyone who asks for your investment deserves it. Some people will come into your life, take what they want, and leave you depleted and disillusioned. Others may stay, but continue to drain your resources without adding value. You have to become discerning about where and with whom you place your investments. Just like a wise investor evaluates opportunities before committing, you must evaluate relationships with a clear eye and a protective heart. You must ask yourself, are these people helping me grow, or are they holding me back? Are they building me up or tearing me down? Are they partners in progress or obstacles to achievement? The answers will guide you to make better decisions about who deserves your investment. Remember, the right investments bring exponential returns, peace, growth, joy, and momentum. The wrong investments bring depletion, discouragement, and delay. This is why boundaries are not just helpful, they are essential. Boundaries protect your resources and ensure that you do not give more than you can afford to lose. Boundaries give you permission to say no to those who demand too much without respect or gratitude. They allow you to preserve your joy by keeping negative influences at bay. When you establish boundaries, you guard your progress and honor your purpose. You must learn to invest wisely. This means being intentional about the people you allow into your inner circle. Surround yourself with those who add value, who inspire you, encourage you, and support your dreams. Invest in relationships where there is mutual respect, care, and growth. These are the relationships that will amplify your joy and accelerate your progress. It's important to remember that investing in yourself is also a form of investment. Protect your heart, your mind, and your soul. When you stop investing in the wrong people, you free up resources, time, energy, and emotions that you can redirect toward your goals. You reclaim your joy and reignite your passion. You create space for the right people to come in and for real progress to take place. In the end, investing in the wrong people is a costly mistake, but it is also a valuable lesson. It teaches you to be cautious, wise, and intentional. It shows you the importance of protecting your resources and prioritizing your well-being. When you apply these lessons, you empower yourself to build a life filled with meaningful connections, abundant joy, and unstoppable progress. Your investments should always move you closer to your purpose, not further away from it. True relationships are built on mutual respect, vision alignment, and genuine support. Anything less is a liability. Many people mistake mere association for true relationship, but there is a profound difference. True relationships are not casual. They are intentional. They are not accidental. They are purposeful. They are built on a foundation that honors who you are, where you're going, and what you stand for. Without this foundation, relationships become a burden rather than a blessing. Mutual respect is the cornerstone. It means that both parties value each other's worth and dignity. It means listening without judgment, speaking with kindness, and honoring boundaries without question. When respect is missing, relationships become toxic environments where one person dominates, diminishes, or disrespects the other. This imbalance breeds resentment, mistrust, and pain. But where respect exists, there is safety, encouragement, and freedom to be authentic. True respect says, I see your value, I honor your journey, and I will not try to control or diminish you. A vision alignment is just as critical. Your vision is your roadmap. It guides your decisions, fuels your passion, and defines your purpose. When you build relationships with people who share or support your vision, you create synergy. You inspire each other, collaborate, and lift one another toward higher goals. But if your visions clash, or if the other person does not understand or respect your dreams, the relationship becomes a source of conflict and distraction. Vision misalignment can lead to frustration, confusion, and wasted energy. You cannot afford to walk alongside people who do not see or believe in your destination. Genuine support completes the triad of a true relationship. Support means more than just occasional encouragement. It means consistent presence, active listening, and tangible acts that help you grow. True supporters celebrate your victories, stand with you in struggles, and hold you accountable to your highest self. They do not compete with you, manipulate you, or use your vulnerabilities against you. Supportive relationships create an environment where you feel empowered, motivated, and valued. Anything less than genuine support is a liability because it drains your spirit and stunts your growth. When relationships lack any one of these elements, respect, vision alignment, or genuine support, they become a liability. They demand more from you than they give. They distract you from your purpose and drain your energy. They can become sources of negativity, doubt, and limitation. This is why it is crucial to evaluate your relationships regularly. Are the people in your life respecting you? Do they share or support your vision? Are they genuinely supporting your growth? If the answer is no, then those relationships are costing you more than they are worth. You must also recognize that sometimes the best way to protect yourself is to distance yourself from relationships that are liabilities. This requires courage because it often means letting go of familiar faces, painful though it may be. But true growth demands that you surround yourself with those who build you up, not tear you down. Those who challenge you to become better, not those who hold you back. Those who celebrate your dreams, not those who belittle them. True relationships add value. They enhance your life and amplify your potential. They bring peace to your heart and clarity to your mind. They help you stay focused on your purpose and propel you forward with momentum. When you commit to building relationships on respect, vision, and support, you create a network of strength that cannot be shaken. Understand that investing in liabilities, disguised as relationships, is a costly mistake. It robs you of your time, your energy, and your joy. But investing in true relationships, those built on respect, vision alignment, and genuine support, is one of the wisest decisions you can make. It will transform your journey, enrich your life, and unlock the fullness of your destiny. Learn to say no to people who diminish your value, distract your purpose, or disrupt your peace. This simple phrase, no, is one of the most powerful tools you can wield in protecting your life and your destiny. Many people struggle with saying no because they fear rejection, conflict, or disappointing others. But failing to say no is often the very thing that steals your power, drains your energy, and derails your progress. Saying no is not selfish. It is an act of self-respect and courage. When you say no to those who diminish your value, you affirm your worth. Some people will try to make you feel less than, to belittle your dreams or question your abilities. They may do it intentionally or unconsciously, but their effect is the same. They chip away at your confidence and make you doubt yourself. By learning to say no to such people, you protect your self-esteem and guard your inner strength. You refuse to allow anyone to define your worth or limit your potential. Saying no in these moments is a declaration that you will not settle for less than you deserve. Saying no to those who distract your purpose is equally vital. Your purpose is your guiding star. It demands focus, dedication, and discipline. Distractions come in many forms. People who pull you into unnecessary drama, those who demand your attention for trivial matters, or those who discourage your vision with doubt and negativity. When you say no to these distractions, you reclaim your focus and prioritize what truly matters. It is a way of saying, my dreams are important. My time is valuable. I will not be sidetracked by anything or anyone who does not align with my purpose. Disruptions to your peace are another serious threat to your progress. Peace is not just the absence of conflict. It is a state of mind that allows you to think clearly, make wise decisions, and remain centered amidst chaos. Some people thrive on creating turmoil. They gossip, provoke, or sow discord. If you allow them to invade your space, they will steal your calm and replace it with anxiety and confusion. Learning to say no to these disruptors protects your peace. It creates a boundary around your heart and mind that keeps negativity at bay and allows you to operate from a place of strength and clarity. Saying no is not always easy. It may cause discomfort, misunderstandings, or temporary tension. But remember, discomfort is often the price of growth and protection. When you say no, you teach others how to treat you. You set the standard for what is acceptable in your life. You create an environment where your value is honored, your purpose is respected, and your peace is preserved. It's important to practice saying no with grace and firmness. You do not need to explain yourself excessively or feel guilty. A simple, confident no is enough. Over time, This practice will strengthen your boundaries and build your confidence. You will find that the right people respect your no, and the wrong people will move away. This process clears your life of unnecessary burdens and opens space for healthy, supportive relationships. Remember, every time you say yes to something that diminishes your value, distracts your purpose, or disrupts your peace, you are saying no to yourself. You are choosing short-term comfort over long-term growth. Learning to say no is a discipline that honors your future and safeguards your destiny. It is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself on the journey to fulfillment and success. Your circle determines your future. Choose those who uplift, inspire, and challenge you to grow. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on the direction your life takes. They influence your mindset, shape your habits, and affect the way you see what's possible for yourself. If your circle is filled with negativity, complacency, or discouragement, you will find it difficult to rise above those limitations. But when you choose to be around people who lift you higher, who see your potential even when you can't see it yourself, your future transforms. Uplifting people bring encouragement and hope. They remind you of your worth when doubt creeps in. They celebrate your wins, big and small, and help you keep your eyes on the prize. These are the people who refuse to let you settle for less than your best. They push you to step out of your comfort zone and to keep going when the road gets tough. Their presence alone injects energy and motivation into your journey. They believe in your dreams, and their belief becomes a powerful force that propels you forward. Inspiration goes hand in hand with upliftment. When you surround yourself with inspiring people, you are constantly exposed to new ideas, perspectives, and possibilities. These individuals have a vision for their own lives, and their passion is contagious. They challenge the status quo, think boldly, and act with purpose. Being around them sparks creativity and ambition in you. Inspiration is a catalyst. It lights a fire within that pushes you beyond what you thought possible. Without it, your dreams can grow dim and your motivation can wane. But beyond upliftment and inspiration, your circle must also challenge you to grow. Growth is uncomfortable because it requires change, sacrifice, and sometimes confrontation with your own weaknesses. The right people will challenge you, not to tear you down, but to build you up stronger. They hold you accountable, speak truth when it's hard to hear, and encourage you to stretch beyond your limits. These challenges sharpen your character, deepen your wisdom, and expand your capacity to achieve. Without challenge, growth stalls and your potential remains unrealized. Choosing the right circle is a deliberate act. It means evaluating the people around you honestly and asking yourself whether they are contributing positively to your life. Are they helping you become the person you want to be? Do they encourage your dreams, inspire your actions, and challenge your limits? If not, it's time to reconsider their place in your life. It's not about cutting people off out of spite, but about protecting your future by making room for those who genuinely want to see you succeed. Remember, your future is too precious to leave to chance. The company you keep will either limit or expand what you believe is possible. Surround yourself with those who lift you higher, inspire your heart, and challenge your mind. Build a circle that supports your purpose and ignites your passion. When you do this, you create an environment where your dreams can flourish, your talents can grow, and your destiny can be fulfilled. Your circle doesn't just influence your future, it determines it. Choose wisely. As you stand on the threshold of your destiny, remember this: your life is a sacred investment. Every moment, every ounce of your energy, every relationship you nurture either builds your future or breaks it down. Guard yourself fiercely. Choose with wisdom, protect your peace, and never settle for less than what aligns with your purpose. The people you allow into your life are not just companions on your journey, they are architects of your legacy. Invest only in those who uplift, inspire, and challenge you to be the fullness of who you were created to be. Your destiny demands no less than your highest standards, your clearest vision, and your boldest faith. So rise up, stand firm, and walk boldly, because the future you create is a reflection of the choices you make today. Choose well, live well, and leave a legacy that echoes beyond your years.